showed you this, right? Connecting, identify. I showed you this, right?
No.
No? Okay. Okay, there's a lot I didn't. Did I talk to you about the key message? No? Okay. Maybe I'll start there. Okay, is everyone back? Okay. Opening tips. Okay. Look, I don't expect you to do this today. All right? But a good way to open a presentation is give an unusual fact or unusual statistic. All right? Tell a story. Everybody loves stories. Right? Ask the audience to do something. What does this mean? Interact with the audience. Right? The Korean style is teacher speaks, students listen. And presentation style is very similar. Presenter speaks, the audience listens. But a good presentation is a two-way communication. Ask them to do something or ask questions. Right? Get them involved. Get them into it, okay? The key message is the second biggest mistake I see in the presentation is what we call the key message. This is actually in your book. Did I tell you the key message? No?
No.
Okay. The key message is this. After you finish the presentation, what do you want the audience to do? The answer is your key message. Right? The number one mistake I see in presentations, you don't change your presentation for different levels of the organization. The number two mistake, no key message in your presentation. I don't expect you to have a key message today. Right? But what is a key message? Basically, this is the key message. What do you want? Right? After I finish the presentation, do you want them to sign the contract? Then that's your key message. Right? What do you want your audience to do? That's your key message. Ask for the order. Ask for the order is something I learned on Wall Street. What it means is this. Tell them what you want. Right? Because people, they're not going to give you something because they like you. People give you something because you ask for it. Right? Ask for the order. Now, is it easy asking for the order? Who has a coin? 100원, 500원? Anyone? Any coin? Let me show you how difficult it is to ask for the order. Okay, I have a 100원. Here, heads. I don't know, who is that? Is that some old Korean guy? Okay, who is that on the 100원? I don't know. Oh, is it General Lee? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he was on a big bill. Okay, I don't know. Okay, here's General Lee. Heads. The back, 100, 100. Tails. I'm going to flip this coin. Okay? If it's heads, I will give you 1억. $100,000 cash. It's right here. If it's tails, you give me, Iraq, $100,000. How many want to play the game with me? It's only Iraq. It's only $100,000. How many people will play the game? Raise your hand. No one? Why not? You have a 50% chance.
Yeah.
You have a 50% chance of winning a lot of money. Tails. You would have lost. Now, the reason nobody played this game is because to you, to me, Iraq, $100,000 is a lot of money. Yes? Yes? Okay. Yeah. To most people in this world, right? $100,000 is a lot of money. To me, it's a lot of money. To you, it's probably a lot of money. Right? Now, imagine asking someone to give you $500 million. 5천억. Do you think that's easy? No, it's not. Right? But that's what a presentation is. Invest $2 billion into our project. Right? If you think Iraq is a lot of money, imagine asking someone to give you 2조 won. It's not easy. Right? Why? Because right now, your paradigm, you think Iraq is a lot of money. Right? Doing a presentation and then asking someone to give you 5천억, that's not easy. Asking with confidence is not easy. Okay? And so, telling people what you want is not easy. Right? You have to expand your paradigm. You need a bigger paradigm to ask for a bigger order. Right? The key message is critical to your presentation. What do you want your audience to do after I finish my presentation? Do you want them to sign the contract? That's your key message. Do you want them to sign an MOU? That's your key message. Right? Do you want them to form a partnership? That's your key message. But your key message cannot be direct. Your key message has to be indirect. What does that mean? It has to have a suggested action. In other words, you can't say, after my presentation, we would like you to sign the contract. That's a very direct key message. Right? Here's a suggested action. Okay? Here's a good example. Efficient planning is the key to sustainable growth. I'm sure that by the end of my presentation, you'll see that LH is the partner for you. Suggested action, not direct. Do you see the difference? Right? What are you suggesting? You're suggesting sign the contract, work together with LH. That's what you're suggesting. So this is a good suggested action as an example here. And so make sure your presentation has a key message, right? And suggest what the action should be. Don't be direct. Next, connect with your audience. And let me tell you why. Get your audience to identify with you. What does this mean? Remember, people do business with other people, not companies. You said I didn't show you this, right? First time? Yes? Who do you think is the top grossing actor of all time? Top grossing means the most revenue from their movies. Number 50 to number 31, do you recognize anyone famous? Mel Gibson, his movies, almost $2.1 billion. A lot of money. Do you notice Denzel Washington, number 44? Oh, Kate Blanchett, is it Titanic, is it? I don't know. Oh, that's Kate Winslet, right? I forget, whatever. Leonardo, number 36, 2.3 billion. Dustin Hoffman, an older actor. Nicolas Cage, 2.4. John Travolta, 2.4. Who do you think is number one? I'll make it easy. You were going to say, no. I'll make it easy. Tell me anybody top 5. Tom Cruise, no, not top 5. Come on, you watch movies, don't you? Tell me anyone, top 5. Take a guess. Julia Roberts, no.
Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt, no. But think about your answers. You said Tom Cruise, Julia Roberts, Brad Pitt. Some of you are probably thinking Angelina Jolie, Johnny Depp. Why are you thinking these people? Because they're very beautiful or very handsome. Not just handsome. Brad Pitt is Hollywood handsome. Different, right? Yeah. That's what most people think. You're wrong. Tell me anyone, top 5. You're not even close yet. Tom Cruise is the closest.
Tom Hanks.
Man of War.
What did you say?
Tom Hanks.
Why do you say Tom Hanks?
Because I like his movies. He's a good actor.
Number 29 to number 6. Good guess. Tom Cruise is number 6. 3.3 billion. But look here. Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe, right? Brad Pitt, number 26. Julia Roberts, number 21. This is my wife's favorite. All right, Matt Damon, Will Smith, 15. Robert De Niro, older. Robert Downey, Johnny Depp, over 3 billion. Robin Williams, he just died, what, 2 months ago, right? Bruce Willis, you forgot about Bruce Willis, right? Tom Cruise, 3.3 billion. Number 5 to number 2. You're surprised, aren't you?
Wow.
Eddie Murphy, very handsome. Samuel L. Jackson, very handsome. No. Harrison Ford, maybe when he was younger, he was a little bit handsome. Morgan Freeman, very handsome. Nope. Any of them very funny? Eddie Murphy, a little bit. Anybody very funny? No. Samuel L. Jackson, I've never seen him smile in a movie. Always yelling, screaming, looks angry. Morgan Freeman, he has these black moles all over his face. And look, Morgan Freeman is number 2. $4 billion. 1, 2, 3 are black Americans. And number 1, congratulations, good guess.
Wow.
Tom Hanks.
The movie is wrong.
Number 1, $4.3 billion. The highest grossing actor of all time. Now, my question to you, why Tom Hanks? Is Tom Hanks very handsome? Is he very funny? Why Tom Hanks? In Korea, which entertainer makes the most money? I mean salary. Singer, actor, movie star, TV star. Which entertainer do you think in Korea? Probably not a singer. Probably who? Probably Yoo Jae-suk. Why? Every time I change the TV channel, he's on a different show. Probably Yoo Jae-suk. Why Yoo Jae-suk? Is he very handsome? No, his nickname is what, Grasshopper, right? He looks like a grasshopper. Is he very funny? Yes, he's funny. But why Yoo Jae-suk? Before he had tax problems, Kang Ho-dong probably. He was very popular. Why? Because it's called the power of identification. People identify with Tom Hanks. They identify with Yoo Jae-suk. In other words, what I identify with you means I understand you. I know how you feel, right? I feel comfortable with you. That's what it means. I identify with you. Tom Hanks could be your uncle. Yoo Jae-suk could be your brother. Tom Hanks could be your next door neighbor. Yoo Jae-suk could be some guy just walking down the street, some guy riding the bus. People identify with that, right? Is it powerful? It's very powerful, right? Very, very powerful. And so, my point to you here is that when you do a presentation, getting your audience to connect with you is extremely powerful. But you don't have to be good looking for your audience to connect. You don't have to be pretty. You don't have to be handsome for your audience to connect with you, identify with you. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be tall, right? What do you have to be? You just have to be yourself. Confident, comfortable. People identify with that. It's very simple, okay? When you do your presentation, think about being confident, being comfortable. Stand here. I know you're nervous, but try to connect with your audience, okay? Take a deep breath. You want a shot of whiskey? You're okay? All right, let's start the presentation, right? Come on up here and do your presentation. Is this it? That's cool. Okay. I'm going to borrow your pen, okay?
Show me please how is that?
Oh, this is the laser. This is next slide, previous slide.
Good evening, everyone. Firstly, I would like to say thank you to you all for giving me the time to be present here. And I'm really proud to be present here because of in here we have a lot of very important people and very gentlemen and very beautiful lady and very professional trainer. So I'm really happy to be present here. Before I'm going to my presentation, I would like to introduce about myself very briefly. Because last week also I introduced it, but now I start with the first time the new faces, so I would like to introduce again. My name is Bella Himmelton. You could call me just Bella. I came from Yangon in Myanmar. I am an actor and I will be an album planner in near future. When I complete my master degree, now I'm not finished yet. I'm writing my thesis. This is my little bit background. In my country, I'm working at the Yangon City Hall. I'm a government officer. In here, I'm just student. I'm studying at Seoul City University. My major is Master of Urban Planning and Administration. At the same time, I'm working here at Overseas Consulting Center at the second floor. This is only my internship program. It's not my main job because I have a main job. After I finish my university, I have to go back and working for my governments. But this is my very briefly background because what I introduced again, I forgot to write down my background in my presentation. That's why I introduce again myself. So when you listen my background, probably you might be thinking my background is I'm an architect. I'm working at the urban planning division. So probably my presentation might be related with the urban planning and architecture. But if you think like that, it's totally wrong because I believe that all of you in here, you have a lot of experience because I'm still young and I have very small experience compared with you. So I'm choosing another topic. Probably it might be interesting to you because I saw some of the Korean airline advertisement. They introducing to Myanmar to travel. So my friend told me, so this is a good chance to introduce about my country. So travel destination in Korean Myanmar. So have you ever been to Myanmar? Anyone else? No, not yet. Burma is right. Some people they knew that Burma. Burma is the former name. The former name after our independence, we changed our country name. So currently our name is Myanmar. So if you memorize Myanmar, I will be very appreciative of that. So let's go to travel to Myanmar by my presentation. If you give me pay attention to my presentation, I'm sure by the end of my presentation, you will have something interesting for you. Travel destination in Korean Myanmar. It's not working.
Yeah, keep pressing. No, the side button.
Right side.
Right side.
Right side. Button.
Arrow.
Okay. So, in the beginning of the presentation, I would like to introduce my country. Myanmar is located in Southeast Asia region. We are the second largest country after Indonesia in the Southeast Asia region, and we share the border to the 5 countries: the Bangladesh, China, India, Laos, Thailand. So we share the boundary, and our total territorial land is 1,000 square meters. It is over 5 times South Korea. Our population is 60 million. We could say it's the second largest country, but our population is not too much because Indonesia is a lot of the population. The second thing I would like to tell you about the religious. Some people know that Myanmar is a Buddhism country. You could see the table. The Buddhism is 89% here, and the Islam 4%, and Christian 4%, and other things and Hinduism is 1%. The main thing is we don't have the person. There is no religious. We have everybody have religious. It's mean Myanmar is a different, a little bit strange country related with the religion. They're really concerned about the religious. This is the one of the border. It's the Golden Rock border. When I continue my presentation, you could see the sign of the events, the festival, all of things are related with the religious because Myanmar is really emphasized on the religious. So let's go into another slide. our country map. Could you see the different dress? So, I don't know about Korea. In Myanmar, Myanmar is a multi-ethnic group country, even a religious, multi-religious country. We have more than 130 ethnic group. Each group we have a different language, different culture, even different food. So it might be very interesting. My ethnic group is here. I'm a Karen. In Myanmar, our nationality we say mostly the people is Burmese, but I'm not Burmese, I'm Karen. But all of 130 people, everybody are Myanmar nationalities. But the area we spoke our each language, our own language. Okay. So, in my presentation, I would like to give you the message three things. One is a travel destination. The second is a culture. The third is our festival and our events. Here, this is one of the ethnic group, the women. Before I mentioned, we have over 130 ethnic group. This is one of the Bagan ethnic group. It is really interesting. You know, the lady, her neck is literally long. Since there was 7 years ago for a lady, they start to wear the necklace. And when they when they at their age, they have to wear at more and more. So it's been when they getting old, their neck is also very long. It's the kind of their very interesting culture. And until now, they're using like that since a long time ago. Under this lady, you can see something straight on her face. She did a tattoo. It's permanent. She did a tattoo because they have a history. In the past, a long time ago, that the name of the ethnic groups is Chin ethnic groups. You know why she did like that? You think it is beautiful or not? When I saw first time, I was so scared. I was like, oh my god, what is that? But they are really familiar with that. When I read that stage, it is a little far from my hometown. When I went there, I saw the earring and the face. Even for me, it's so strange. And I asked, what has happened with you? And they explained me about their history. In the past, that ethnic group is a really, really beautiful woman, really beautiful lady. So the other country, the king, they will pick up the really beautiful lady for the queen. So they doesn't want, even they doesn't want king, the king he want, they have to agree everything. So they do their stuff, make me angry, make me very ugly. So this is kind of very interesting culture, but it's very straight. This is the Inlay Lake. I'm going to show you later, but now why I want to show that picture. Did you see how they rolling the boat by leg? Even by leg, only one leg. They're using only one leg, and they never using the hand. Their main job is the fisher. They're fishermen. They're really professional fishermen. I think they're better than the sailor. I will go into the next slide very detailed about that. And this is a very cute lady. Did you see on her face, on a check? We call this one. This is our traditional cosmetic. traditional cosmetic. Cosmetic means there is no chemical. This is made from tree. We call the nectar. Usually, until since in the past until now, even the man, the woman, it doesn't matter age, very little young until the old guy. They sometimes they using the nectar because it make me fresh. It protect your skin. It give you the very cool skin because Myanmar is a little hot country, so that one make me your skin very cool. So it's really natural. So it's a really valuable culture for us. Even me sometimes I use it. So let's go to the next detail slide. Okay, this is beautiful, right? This is Myanmar traditional dressing. Do you think we wear like that? It is comfortable or not? Actually, when you think like that, it's not comfortable. Now you look at me and yeah, I'm snug and I'm comfortable. But I'm really proud to wear that one. I more prefer my traditional dress. But in here, according to the weather, the surrounding, I'm not comfortable with that. But in my country, until now, we really respect to our traditional clothes. Even the young lady until the old lady, they wearing, not sometimes. Sometimes I saw in Korea, I saw the traditional clothes, they wear really beautiful. I'm trying that when I was studying at my university, they support to some events. So it's really beautiful and tried it. But unfortunately, I saw that some people, they're using the hanbok, hanbok. They wearing that, when they wear it, it's really glorious. But in my country, we are lucky until now we can keep our culture. We wear like that every day. When I'm going to my office, we have to wear like that. This is our uniform. It might be different, the color and design, but the style is like that. We cover our body. We have to wear like that every day. And for the man, the guy also like that. We wearing that one. So this is the only, this is the one reason I'm proud to my culture. Because we can, even though we have a lot of international relationship, but the other country culture, they cannot penetrate to our culture. We can keep it our culture. This is the one part of my country. And the second, now we are going start to travel to Yangon. Yangon is the capital city of Myanmar until 2006. After 2006, the government has been changed the capital city. Naypyidaw, maybe somebody know about the Naypyidaw, is the current capital city of Myanmar. But Yangon is the really until now commercial city and dominant city of Myanmar. This is the Sridhargam border. It's really beautiful and one of the heritage of the Myanmar, and also is the most attraction of the Myanmar. Do you know that you heard about that Myanmar we call the Golden Land? Why we call the Golden Land? You will know after my presentation. So, Sridhargam border. By the way, I'm not Buddhist. I'm a Christian, but I respect to my culture. I respect to other religions too. So I would like to explain about the Sridhargam border. We call the stupa also. But inside the stupa, they really the valuable thing they put it inside. The other valuable thing the related with God, like a God hair or teeth or something, they rely on the inside of the stupa, and the cover is made by gold plate. It's made by gold, but you might think it's not possible. But it's possible. It's really important of Myanmar. So the cover is made by gold plate. This is the cover is made by gold plate. This the small border is surrounding. this is the main attraction of the Yangon city. When you go to the Yangon, you can enjoy with the handicraft market. This is the very ancient the handicraft markets in Yangon. But Yangon, as I told you, the Yangon is the only commercial and the dominant city of Myanmar. So now we are going to another province. So this is the Mandalay. Mandalay is the historical land of the Myanmar. Mandalay is not capital city. It's not commercial city. All of the Mandalay area is the full with the historical. This is also the shrine. This is also pagoda. You might be confused that the previous one is also pagoda. This one also pagoda. In Myanmar, they have a lot of pagodas. This one also, you can see the subway is not smooth because the people they put the gold cover the image, the shrine. So that's why the subway is not smooth. So this is also the famous pagoda in Mandalay area. And this is the Ukeng Bridge. When you see that one, it's nothing special, it's a bridge. But this bridge is over 100 years ago. Until now, it's still good and still using. When you go to the sunset time, it's really beautiful. And the second thing is that in Mandalay, the main transportation is, what do you think? The main transportation is a bicycle. It's not motor car. So they don't have a traffic jam. They're using the bicycle. You could see the bicycle. So they 80% of people they're using the bicycle. When I went there, there is no transportation. There is no bus. It's really difficult to go if you cannot ride the bicycle. Another province. This is the main attraction. This is the main attraction of Myanmar. That land is the first kingdom land of Myanmar. In that area, over 3,000 pagodas. This pagoda, you cannot count it. It's 3,000 pagodas, and when you went there, wherever you stay, wherever you look, you can see only pagodas. And that pagoda is a really famous architecture center. When I was studying at my university in Myanmar, we said that our teacher also we said that if you are the architect, you must go there. You must go there because they have a very beautiful architecture set and very detailed architecture team. So every architect they have to go there. They have to study. If you not go there, you are not very good architect. So even though I'm not Buddhism, I have been a lot of pagodas. I knew that. And this is a hot air balloon festival. Hot air balloon. They have one season for enjoying with the hot air balloons. You can enjoy with hot air balloon all over you can see all over the pagodas. It's really good things. They really attraction of the Bagan. We call the Bagan area. On the second, this is another destination. It's the Erie Lake. That lake is located on the top of the mountain. Lake is located on the top of the mountain. The very interesting thing is the floating village. The people, they was living above the water. You can see their house. They're living like that. It's the whole village is floating. It's over the water. And the main transportation is also only boat. Only boat, and the people you see before, right? The man ruling the boat by legs, but only one leg. You could see only that kind of the ruling people in that area. So they are really professional, and sometimes they have a competition. The ruling, the people like that. They're using only the one leg, and that picture is the floating market. By leg is using, usually the men only using the leg ruling. For the lady is using their hand. It's a floating market. This is the normal daily life. Their daily life, even their daily life, they enjoy like that on the water. Okay, second destination is Hot Air Balloon Festival. Hot Air Balloon Festival, as I told you, the most of the festival in Myanmar is related with religious, right? So this one also related with religious. You can see the image, the bolded image. That's me. They are using their hot air balloon to the air. It's me. They send their honor to the god. They are Buddhism to the border. So they are using the hot air to up to the air, to go into the air, the hot air balloon. And the people, they enjoying with the hot air balloon because you might think that Myanmar is a hot country, but we have only, Yangon is a hot country. We have sand area is a really cool. We have also ice mountain. That area is a little bit cool, not more than a little bit. So it's really cool. At the time, the people can enjoy with the hot air balloon, and they have a competition with, especially for the young people. Young people, they enjoy with it very freely. Even the related with the religious is a kind of festival. They can freely, they can enjoy with each other, their competition. But this is also very interesting place. We have a lot of interesting place, but why I choose that place, this is my favorite place. I really want to go there. That's why I choosing and I share with you. You might think that Myanmar is not developed country. We still developing and we try to develop, and we don't have much very beautiful artificial things. We don't have very highest technology, but I'm sure we have a very beautiful nature, very beautiful country, very interesting places. So if you have the chance, I really want to suggest you don't lose your chance to travel to Myanmar. So this is my message I would like to give you, and enjoy in Myanmar. So welcome to Myanmar, and thank you for your pure attention.
Actually, you're saved. You can do yours next week. Let me give you some feedback about this presentation. First, at the very beginning, you were a little bit nervous and you spoke a little bit too fast. Okay, and so at the beginning, a little bit too fast, but then you slowed down, which was good. Keep in mind that when I speak English in Korea, I intentionally speak slower and I intentionally speak speak more clearly. Okay? And so, you have to keep in mind that when you speak here, I understood every word you said, but I'm a native English speaker, so, and I've heard many different pronunciations, accents, right? So I'm very familiar with most accents. So for me, I had no trouble understanding every word she said. I'm going to guess most of you did not understand every word she said. Did you? You probably understood most, but not every single word, right? And so, adapt to your audience. All right? Keep in mind, first, mostly Korean. They're not native English speakers. So, slow down, try to speak a little bit more clearly, and stop between certain words, certain sentences, to try to make it easier to understand every single word that you say. All right, and so kind of keep that in mind next time if they are not native speakers. Secondly, here, many people do this, but don't repeat what the audience can see. Right? So you said, here shows the religions, and Buddhism is 89%, Islam 4%, Hinduism is 1%. You don't have to say every single one. Why? Well, you can see, okay? So, if there's something special here, a special point, then say it. Right? So, how I would say this part here, I would just simply say, well, this part here shows the breakdown of the religions, and as you can see, Buddhism is the biggest religion. Right? I also want to point out that we have a very small Hindu population at 1%. Move on. Right? She also, here, learn to round off numbers. Did I tell you this last time? This is 261,228 square, whatever. Whenever you have numbers, round off the numbers. If you look in your book on page I believe it's on page
7.
is it page 7? Okay. Alright. If you look on page 7, learn to round off numbers. Yeah, page 7, presenting numbers and statistics. Okay, and so here, if you look at the very end, you'll see words like well over, well under, just over, almost, close to, about. This is used to round off numbers. All right, round off numbers. What do I mean? Well, if you look here, yeah. About 260,000. Right? A little, just under 300,000, just under 270, or just over 260,000 square. What is this? Square? Oh, is it square miles? Okay. Just over 260,000 square miles. About 260,000 square miles. Almost 300,000 square miles. Okay? And one thing I like is, one of the important things about doing a presentation, right, is don't tell the audience what they can see. Tell them something they cannot see. That's the main point of a person doing a presentation. And so here, she pointed out that Myanmar is the second largest country in South Asia? Yeah, it's the second largest country in South Asia. That's not here, right? And that's the type of information you should say, something that they cannot see, okay? So, and learn to round off numbers, all right? Also here, you talked about this, and this. You talked about it for more than a few seconds. Okay, so why not put this on one slide, put this on another slide, because from the back it's difficult to see. Right? And so put this one slide, one slide, one slide, one slide, and have the title there. Right? That's a lot better. Remember, less is more. Right? Less information is more effective when you're in terms of slides. I don't know if I told you last time, but you know, take a look at this. Take a look at this slide. I mean, this is an actual slide that was done by a major construction company in Korea. That's a lot of information on the slide, isn't it? All right? And so, don't put too much information on one slide. If one point is important, then put it on a separate slide, just that one point. Right? Less information is more effective. Okay? And when I say less is more, did I show you this last time? Okay. Good slide or bad slide? This is the actual presentation done by a top 10 construction company in Korea. I changed the name of the company. But this is their actual presentation material. First slide, good or bad? Good. Yeah, you can see clouds moving, right? Animation, pretty picture. You know where this is? This is actually Korea. Busan. That doesn't look like Busan, does it? Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe a little. Close. It's Jeju-do. Jeju-ai. Okay, and I'll talk to you a little bit about this later, but a lot of information on one slide. Okay, and what's the other problem here? Too much information, and there's another problem here. Can you see? Well, that's another problem. What's the name of the company? How many times is ABC repeated? You don't have to count. It's repeated 16 times. This is a cultural difference, cultural style. Koreans tend to be very explicit, obvious. 분명한, is that right? Yeah. Whereas the Western style is more implicit. Implicit means we suggest. It's more suggestion. And so here, you don't have to write the name of the company. Everybody knows. But this is more cultural difference. Okay. Good or bad? Both. Good. Bad. Good or bad?
Not bad.
It depends. Right? If this is a very important project for your company, put it all in one slide. Right? If it's not important, then why put it on the slide? Right? So it depends how much. Oh my God. The audience, they're foreign investors. Okay? And so, you know, not good. Even this, and this on separate slides, not good. You know, too many words. Her presentation was good. You know why? In terms of the style of the slides? Yeah, not too many words. Right? She used pictures, images, much more effective than words. Okay? And be careful when you, particularly when you do a presentation that's more than just a few minutes. What happens is that your voice tends to become very monotone. Monotone means one tone, right? And so, especially when you're doing a longer presentation, don't keep talking. Stop. Take a breath. Make your point. Stop. Change your voice, tone. we're almost finished, but let me show you, this is not a joke. My mentor on Wall Street, when he spoke to clients on the telephone, right, the clients are very busy people. Sometimes they don't want to listen. My mentor, this is how he would speak on the telephone with his clients, right? This is not a joke. This is how he would talk. He would say, Mr. Jones, this is Ricky Tai. How are you? I swear to God, that's how he spoke. Not joking, right? Now, I am not telling you to speak like that, but the concept of what he did is genius. Are you paying attention? Yes, you're paying attention. You're probably thinking, oh my God, who is this guy? What does he want? Right? Loud, soft, high note, low note, fast, slow. Speaking is just like singing. If you sing a song with no rhythm and one note, la 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 la, you sing a song like that, nobody's going to listen. If you speak like that, same thing. Right? So keep in mind, speaking is like singing. Overall, I thought her presentation was good. Did she look confident? She looked a little bit nervous, but she looked pretty confident. She looked pretty comfortable. She actually moved around. Did you see? Yeah, she actually moved here and then came back. Did you do that intentionally? Maybe. Who knows? But overall, I thought that was pretty good. Okay. Next week.
Yeah, next week actually have I don't remember another people. Yeah.
Okay. Somebody do a presentation. Yeah. Today her presentation was a little bit longer than we thought. Okay. And so that's okay. But next week, all right? Maybe I will do just 45 minutes of one point, and then 2 people do the presentation, and then I will give you feedback on the presentation, okay? Okay, any questions? Yes?
I just wanted to turn on the academic style presentation. Academic style.
What kind of style?
Academic style presentation.
Oh, academic.
Yeah. You have a plan to do it on that? Because
academic?
there is no student. So you have a plan to do academic style?
I can, but an academic presentation style is usually a very boring type of style. Okay, so I'll tell you the difference between academic and a more sales presentation. Okay? But an academic presentation is a little bit different because you're more focused on information, right? Teaching rather than sales. So it's a little bit different, but I'll talk about that next class or whenever we get a chance. Okay? Okay, good. We're done. Have a good evening. I'll see you next week, okay?
Okay, thank you.